What's up, everybody? Welcome back to ITG Daily. This is March 26th. Happy Friday. And I'm joined with the one and only, well, no, it's a new face today. The guy who matches his volume just as loud as me. It's Corey Askew. Corey, what's happening, buddy?
What's going on, man? Glad to be here.
It's good to see you. Good to have you. Good to bail Scott out. Let's call him out. Scott crashed his internet. It's not too sure what Scott's doing today, but yeah, he's got some internet issues. So I was able to rope in Corey. It's nice to have you on here, buddy. And we've got a jam-packed episode today.
Yeah, we do.
Dude, there's lots going on, man. Game announcements after game announcements. You see the doc today?
Oh, big time, man.
Woo.
Big one.
It's nuts. What's happening on today's show? Kojima is in the news. Their next game is coming up and quite soon. We'll be speculating on that. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out with a movie. And we got some Avengers news. Kinda, sort of. And what's up for Fable? All that. Corey, let's get started. Kojima Productions' next game announcement is coming soon. The legendary Kojima Productions, they had an artist kind of just have a small interview and announce that what he's working on will be coming up soon. Now, obviously, there's no details, no whatever. We're completely speculating. But I got to be a little nervous, man. After having Death Stranding, dude, did not hit home with me at all. That was just a walking delivery job, and I did not like it at all. What do you kind of got feels for this one? Are you looking forward to whatever Kojima's up? Dude, I want another Metal Gear, but it's not going to happen, right?
I hear you, man. You know what? This is like this kind of tease or this little tidbit of information we're getting is so Kojima-like. You know what I mean? Like we're getting almost no detail. We're just kind of getting this, oh, he's been working on something. It's happening. We may hear about it soon. There's no concrete dates. So, I mean, honestly, until we know more, it's hard to be like, yeah, no, I really want to know what it is, because you're right. It's probably not going to be another Metal Gear. So I don't know what it could be. I have no idea, man. Honestly, it's just like, let's get a little more info. So hopefully this is sooner than later.
Well, yeah, no, for sure. Obviously, right now, the biggest problem is Konami owns the rights to Metal Gear. We've been talking about Metal Gear for the longest time ever. And I think, honestly, Sony needs to purchase the brand. They need to sweep in, grab that, and give it back to Kojima and let him work his magic. You know, obviously the last few ones have been like Metal Gear Solid 5 took a huge twist from what we've seen from 3 to 4. 3 being my favorite, Snake Eater, easily my favorite game of all time, hands down. So where do we see it going next? I don't know if we'll ever see another Metal Gear. Maybe we'll get a remake. Anything would be nice, but dude, I'm a little nervous, man. I'm a little nervous we'll never see it again.
Yeah, it's too bad. It'd be really nice to see a revival in any way, whether it's a remaster or a whole new design, but I don't know, man. Keep your fingers crossed, I guess.
I guess so. Sony announced Ghost of Tsushima movie is in the works. Nate Fox took to the PlayStation blog and said, "We are happy to partner with Sony Pictures to make this happen." And Jin is in very good hands with the film director Chad, who created something special with John Wick. His vision for what could be, backed up by years of experience, combined to create some of the finest action scenes ever created. If anyone could bring this to life, it would be him, obviously. So it's definitely curious to see. And he also noted that Ghost of Tsushima has sold 6.5 million copies so far. That's fantastic to see. That game is awesome, dude.
Oh, this is going to be, I hope, if it's anything, kind of along the same thread as the John Wick series, this is going to be an amazing movie, because this is an awesome game. So the fact that they can pull the amazing story, all the action that this game provides, and put it on screen for everybody to watch, I think this could be really, really good, man. I'm looking forward to seeing some more about this one.
Yeah, I've been jumping back into Ghost lately. I've been in the multiplayer there, hanging out with my brother. We've been doing a lot of that Legends mode. Nice. Like Scott and I touched on Ghost of Tsushima yesterday. Like the fact that they even have a raid in there, it blows me away.
Yeah.
We'll never see any more content from the sounds of things when it comes to the original Ghost. Nate Fox and the team over there at Sucker Punch are working on the sequel, which is kind of disappointing, because I want to see them keep this one going until we get that sequel. Don't divide your team too much, but maybe have a smaller team go off in a little bit so they can keep us coming with more content. The John Wick series movies, though, dude, those are incredible. So to see what we could get with this, the action packed in this movie could be incredible.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I'm hoping unreal.
No, for sure, for sure. Avengers news. I know everybody's all pumped up for Avengers. Not really. They're introducing a new patrol mode. A new mission is coming in, and it's going to be to able to explore the largest war zone to date. Complete quests and earn rewards with no constraints in the mission. You know, I finished up the latest DLC, the new Hawkeye mission with Clint, right? And it felt good to be back, but once I'm in there, I'm done, dude. That's it. Like I'm just. There's nothing for me to really go back unless I just want to grind out my character. Yeah, they nerfed the XP program as well to make it tougher once you get past like level 25 and to keep going. But why would I want to keep doing that? Why do I want to keep struggling? For what reason? I don't want to do the same things. I get that they're bringing in. They finally brought a roadmap, which was nice to see. So we have an idea of what's coming down the line. Corey, where are you at with Marvel's Avengers, man?
Well, I know the new DLC wasn't overly long either. It wasn't jam-packed with content by any means.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that maybe there's something to look forward to here as far as this patrol mode's concerned. But honestly, it just sounds like if it's going to be a little more open world, kind of discover on your own, how long can you really do that for, right? If this game's showing us anything, it's always a little bit shy of content. So I can imagine unless this game mode's actually just jam-packed, I really don't see this one turning around this franchise, man.
No, it's definitely got a long road ahead of him. El Monkey and Chad is like not feeling Avengers game at all. I'm like, dude, I get it, right? Like that's what I mean. So Steve and I will be reviewing the Hawkeye content this week coming up on the show. Make sure to check that out, of course. And you know, I was there, but it was a good time. But it was just short lived, dude. You're there for 3-4 hours, and then that's the end of the game for me. It's kind of like bouncing into just a story content, and then that's it. There's no games of service that we often see with like the Division and other games along that line just don't carry over right now very well with Marvel's Avengers. They do have future plans for the Black Panther, the Wakanda expansion DLC. Dude, that like has me pretty pumped. This looks like we'll be getting into a whole new world, all kinds of stuff, right? So it's going to be incredible to see that. But for now, we're just getting small chunks, and small chunks isn't enough to keep me around, unfortunately. No. Right, that's the biggest problem. New Fable news, buddy. You excited for Fable?
Yeah, I'm pumped for this. When I was scrolling through the doc here, I saw this. I was like, all right, cool. All right, let's keep talking about Fable.
Okay, well, here's the thing, because I don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. Next Fable could use new custom engine, but it hints at a job listing. There's still job listings coming in for the game. That's really why I put it on here. Right now, there are 66 job listings for Fable. Corey.
That's a lot.
Corey, dude, like this game's not going to see the light of day anytime soon, and it's heartbreaking because they announced it last year they revealed that they're working on it. Playground Games is working on this. Okay, awesome. You would have to think that they would have been working on it at that point for at least 2 to 3 years. So this puts us into year 3, year 4, right? Okay, cool. Maybe another year. No, not with 66 job listings for the game. No. Dude, this is not coming anytime soon, and it is heartbreaking. If they could have had this at launch, when they launched the Xbox Series X and S, it would have blew things out of the water, buddy.
Man, this game it's going to be one of the most highly anticipated games because of all of how long this is going to take for this game to come out. I agree. It's going to take a long time. 66 job listings is huge. I mean, we've been, through tours of game studios before. You see the teams of people that work in there. 66 people, no matter what the size of the team is a huge chunk. So, I mean, I'm sure the pandemic has played into the fact that they are looking for people, right? It has been difficult for businesses all over.
Sure.
So I mean, game developing isn't, vacant of that. They're right in there with everybody else. So I mean, it's disheartening to see. It's nice to see that they have the power to be hiring 66 new people to be adding to this development team. But man, we got to see something more soon. At least just tease us with a little bit more, right? Like I know when you guys have first watched the trailer, like it was awesome, right? Like we just got that little bit of tease, and everybody kind of started thinking about it and got in the mode again. And I mean, we just need to see a little bit more. But again, like you're saying, I think this is going to be a while yet.
Oh, absolutely. It's been 11 years since Fable 3. Can you believe it? 11 years. They had a couple other games that they were working on. They brought it to VR. I think it was something like that, VR, and it didn't work. And then they had, what was the other one? It was like you had 5 heroes, Fable Journey.
Legends?
Yeah, that's what it was. Fable Legends or something like that. And that got kibosh, right? They just canceled that all together. Oh, it was on Kinect. Thank you, Nerdcast. I knew it was over that way somewhere. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It's not on VR. Yeah, on the Kinect. Yeah, that didn't work at all.
No.
Rest in peace to the Kinect. Yeah, it was an interesting piece of tech, and it just didn't kind of take off at all. But yeah, and then they tried that other heroes like experience, and dude, having one bad guy and then like 4 of your heroes that were just no connection to the world of Fable at all. It just didn't work, right? And it was unfortunate because again, 11 years since we have seen the last of Fable. Like, it's been so long. So when they launch this, dude, they have to absolutely crush it.
Oh, this game's got to be flawless. I mean, the expectations are going to be really high for this game. I mean, anybody that's a fan of the series is already going to be expecting so much, but I feel like this game is going to get talked about a lot. So even people that aren't fans of the series are going to hear about this game. So when it launches, it's got to be a big deal. You know, it can't be I hate to say it, but like, it can't be a Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? It can't come out. I can't say, I'm not going to say that's, what's going to happen, but it can't do that, right? The amount of anticipation that was for that game. And when it launched with all the problems it had, it's lost it's lost such a huge player base. That can't happen with Fable. They got to nail it.
No, absolutely. Unfortunately, Cyberpunk is just in there. It's out in the waters. I'm still talking to people who are playing it. They're 200 hours in and still going, right? But yeah, I just don't get it because there's so many bugs in this thing. So for them over Playground, please just take your time. Make sure you crush it right off the hop and that we're not going back. Yeah, you're going to have a day one patch. Every game comes with a day one patch now. So that's pretty, standard and expected, I guess, on day one. But at the same time, I don't want to be falling through the world. I don't want to walk through doors. I want, collision detection to make sure it works when I hit something or run into somebody. Just don't mess this up, please. What else can you say, right? Microsoft announced 2 new controllers as well. You can get the Electric Volt or the Daystrike Camo Special Edition. These launch at $74.99 Canadian for the Daystrike, and the Camo Special Edition is $79.99 coming on May 4th. Now let's get into.
They look pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I don't mind them. I've got a couple controllers, but I always go back to the Elite, dude.
I have a tough time using anything other than the Elite.
Exactly, right? It's just been nuts, but. Game Pass games are out, and we're getting a couple of new additions. I see they're gone from our dock. Corey, did you see that? What the heck happened there?
Yeah, we are losing a few there, aren't we?
That's
There's
weird.
Some at the Game Pass games, actually, I saw near the bottom. Yeah.
Why did that happen?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but they're available now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
5 new games coming to Xbox, the cloud system, the consoles, and the PC. Octopath Traveler, I think the biggest one out there, is something to kind of keep mindful of, right? Everybody's on that one. Corey actually reviewed that for us on the show. Make sure you swing by and check that out. And getting on with other game announcements, we've got Daylight Pocket Planet Edition. Dude, who names these games? Like, come on. Pocket Planet Edition. This game looks cool. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it, though, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say.
The Planet, it just leads me to other directions, Corey. I can't help it. It just, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. This game is a relaxing farming adventure where you will have to take care of your tiny planet, farm, craft, and fight monsters to make your home a special place and help others with their quests. You know what this reminds me of, Corey? Come on, tell me.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, absolutely. that's the first place I
didn't want to get hit with some sort of trademark infringement or something by just saying it, but that's what it definitely kind of feels like.
No, for sure, dude. The game, it has me interested. I do. You and I played the crap out of Animal Crossing. So to see a spinoff come, I'm not really that surprised. But at the same time, I'm just like, so we've got a request in, Corey. We expect our codes hopefully here in the near future because, we might be getting our hands on with this one. I wanted to check it out, so we'll find out.
It'd be a good comparison, right? It'd be you dump a lot of hours into a game like Animal Crossing, but it's the way it's built is it loses you after a period of time, right? Like, I mean, there's just not enough to do. So if this game can, mimic Animal Crossing enough and maybe come up with a reason to stick with it, they could nail it, right?
Yep, you can look for that on April 21st for $20.
Nice.
Not too bad at all. Move on to Fire Commander. Is a game about leading the most daring firefighting and rescue operations, taking the genre of a real-time tactic rescue game to the next level. This is coming out on PC, and after that will be on PlayStation 5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and of course the Xbox One. No release date, which is okay. I guess it's unfortunate. I wanted to see a release date on that. The game looks kind of interesting. Never actually played something like this, but I'm definitely kind of looking forward to checking it out.
It's unique enough that it's intriguing, right? You want to know kind of how a game like this would play out. You know, like they even say that in the description there, play as an everyday hero. That's not something we always do in a video game. So it'd be kind of cool to see how they emulate that. Yeah,
for sure. And they said that firefighters have their own class too. I was like, really? I'm kind of okay. I'm interested. We'll see what happens. We'll check it out. They also announced War Hospital. The game represents a new genre of society survival, which consists of such games like Frostpunk and This War of Mine. Noted, Frostpunk and This War of Mine are made by 11-bit Studios, same studio. So this one is made by somebody else, but they're following in a genre that is done very, very well for itself, and I think that's interesting.
It'll be a cool one to check out when we get our hands on it.
Yes, Tencent announced a new game called Undone, an upcoming PC and mobile game set in a post-apocalyptic setting. The open-world co-op action game is developed by Lightspeed and Quantum Studios, the studio behind PUBG Mobile. With Undone, we wanted to create a new type of action game that combines open-world freedom with RPG elements that would completely redefine the genre, regardless of platform, said Rick Lee, executive producer at Lightspeed and Quantum Studios.
This is interesting because it's a PC and mobile game. Like that's, as far as my opinion is concerned, is like the two extremes of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be kind of interesting to see how this game translates from one platform to the next, right? But that seems to a lot of confidence in a game to be able to post it on both platforms like that. So I don't know. This one could be pretty cool to check out.
No, for sure. The world is overrun by zombies, and it's your job to survive and thrive in this hellish landscape, combining both players versus player and players versus environment. Undone is a fresh take on an open world survival experience. Corey, how many times have we heard that freaking phrase, man?
I know. It's definitely overplayed. It's tough though, because it's such a staple as far as like when an apocalypse happens, it's either, everything's burning and there's no zombies, or everything's burning and there is zombies. So it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of variety just in general when it comes to the apocalypse. But yeah, it's definitely something that is overdone. So if you're gonna do it, you gotta figure out a way to keep it intriguing for people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think they've got something here. I always like that genre, though, to be honest. And it's coming to mobile. Yeah, Reaper Gaming says he's definitely interested in the PUBG mobile. He says it's awesome. COD on mobile is actually really good as well.
It's picking up a lot of steam.
Dude, you're starting to see mobile really kind of step it up almost into that AAA space, right? Like these games are coming out and they're heavy hitters. So they're not that experience we're getting right now in the world of VR. VR is a new landscape, so we're only in there for like a couple hours. But now when you jump on the mobile side of things, you're not doing all those run games. Yeah, we just announced yesterday, I think it was like Crash Bandicoot Run, that one.
Yeah.
But we're stepping like a lot further up ahead now, getting into full game experiences once we find ourselves playing on console. So the fact that they're going to mix this with PC and mobile, I'm definitely curious. It's coming to iOS, Android, and PC later this year. So curious to see how that goes.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Another one coming out is Hop Legs, the platformer with unconventional controls. Is coming to Steam on April 22nd. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 flips into Ultra HD. Dude, that's kind of really Ultra HD. It's already on next-gen consoles, but it comes to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Players can experience a variety of upgrades, including silky smooth 120 frames per second at 1080p and native 4K at 60 frames per second.
Tony Hawk, it's a classic.
Yeah, we checked that out actually last year, and we played it on our charity stream for Big Brothers Big Sisters. We had a blast.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I did not play on that one because I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. New game, Merge Games and Italian Games Factory gets into an announcement of Haunted Space. In Haunted Space, you take on the role of a raider in the service of the human empire as you traverse a treacherous galaxy in the far reaches of space. take on quests across multiple systems, or strike out on your own in flight, explore and scavenge resources and credits. Trade, craft, customize your ship, and fight to survive as you uncover the mystery of a galaxy haunted by an ancient civilization. Dude, I'm going to say Nate's into this one. Nate and Scott both. Yeah. Right?
Nate and Scott for sure. You say haunted, and I was already like, whoo.
I'm out. Yeah.
You know, but it actually sounds like a pretty cool game, though. Like it's something I think the boys are really going to dig into.
No, for sure. Yeah. We're not our specialty at all, though, is it, Corey?
Not really.
No. Haunted, we're like, I'm out. Yeah. Moving on to Sub Rosa. Heads over to Steam Early Access. Players engage in tense deals, double crosses, and occasional high-speed car chases in an effort to earn cash and buy new gear, cars, fancy suits for the corporation. Employees can shift between the persistent world mode, a work week and run mode, and a deception-filled emulator mode. Sub Rosa is an embodiment of how Devolver Digital handles business. A lot of confusing phone calls, reckless driving, and exchange of money at gunpoint. Noted Devolver Digital CMO Fork Parker. Dude, what?
That's a Devolver Digital post, isn't it?
It sure is. It is awesome. I like that, man. That was funny. Also, released on May 20th is A Bird and Cage. It's a unique take on Beauty and the Beast. We got another one, too, with Blades of Shogun. Shadow Tactics is getting a new DLC, a KO's Choice. That one looks pretty cool. Dude, I downloaded this game and never played it.
No,
I got it on a Steam Steam sale, and then it's sat there. It's in the
library.
It's there for when I'm ready to go. And I love it's a stealth game, right? So you know I'm hooked already, but
it's just right up your alley.
I just can't. I need more time, Corey. You got more time?
Man, I can't. I don't have any extra to give up.
Come on, Corey. You gotta start sharing some of that stuff, man. Yeah, definitely looking forward to getting into that and checking that out.
Oh yeah,
Biomutant. We got to ask the question if anybody's seen anything on Biomutant. It's definitely been a while, but it gets a new combat trailer and kicks off pre-orders with its final launch day coming on May 25th. But let's take a note of this, Corey. Biomutant is coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. That's all that was listed in my press release.
That's interesting,
isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know. We've seen so far that developers are definitely struggling with this Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Series S, kind of having a game on both platforms, or at least developing one for both platforms. So depending on the studio, maybe because they started development, on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, maybe that's why we're going to stay with that generation. But it's very interesting to see that not being noted for next gen. So if there's future plans, who knows if it actually is and it just wasn't listed, in the press release, maybe. But it's kind of it's weird to see just be the old gen, right? And you feel like you would always be next gen at this point now. But I don't know, maybe they're not the only ones doing this. Maybe we're going to see a few other development companies just doing it for the old gen right now because they want to get it right.
Maybe, you know what, start there, right? If you're already got a huge install base, why not go where where all the people are, right? That's going to be your biggest bang for your buck, I think, right now, is sticking with old gen. Not everybody has next gen. We can't find next gen still in stores.
I know.
So yeah, why not craft it there? And then what they could do, honestly, is they could double dip in this sense, right? They can then launch a remastered version in a sense, or something along that line, to go, okay, brand new graphics, 120 frames per second, all that kind of stuff, and then get those who have the game just to upgrade, hopefully for free, because we're seeing a lot of that now. If you buy the game on old gen and you get new gen, you can then carry that over and expand it on to your next gen console. But for those maybe you've heard all about it and bought a new console and haven't played it yet, here's your chance. Dude, that is it for today. That is ITG Daily. Don't forget, we'll be back later today as ID at Xbox is live at noon. So you're getting us twice today. That's right. More ITG. Until next week, enjoy your weekend. And until then, we'll see you inside the game.